Our first guest is a New York Times and Wall Street Journal best-selling author, and today he's here to help you master change in your life. You're going to learn to pre-solve problems before they even happen and think like a game changer.
I love that. I think we all want to think like a game changer.
Yes.
I like that. Daniel Burrus is a business strategist and innovative expert with a worldwide reputation for predicting technology change. Oh, him and me both. How about that? His book is titled The Anticipatory Organization Turned Disruption and Change into Opportunity and Advantage.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, exactly.
Title. Molly can predict technology change about 15 years after it happens. It's incredible.
That's so true.
I know. Well, in the pace of all this technology change is going faster and faster and faster.
Yeah.
And you know, and by the way, you said keeping up. Keeping up is kind of a fool's game, because what's the advantage in keeping up? All you're doing is trying to keep up.
Yeah. True. You're still behind.
The reason I wrote this book is how to get ahead of that curve, how to see things happen before they happen. There's actually a science behind that that's really easy.
Can you teach us?
Yeah,
I want to know.
I want to know too, but I have to ask. I feel like guys like you who predict technology and write books like this with really long titles about being game changers, that you never sleep. Is that true? Do you sleep?
No,
at
I
night?
really sleep really good.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah.
But like 3 hours a night?
There's the number of hours might be a little less than other people. But,
yeah, I totally get that.
But you know, a lot of us just see crisis, and we put out fires all the time, and we're crisis managers of our lives even. And I would like us to be opportunity managers, because there's a mountain of opportunity in there. Sometimes the news fogs that mountain, but if you blow away the fog, the opportunity is amazing. And again, instead of just reacting to problems, it's amazing how you can predict them. Have you ever said to yourself, I knew that was going to happen?
Yes. Yeah. Every day.
Yeah, and well, actually, we're pretty good at knowing things will happen. What we're bad at is doing something about it so it doesn't happen in the first place.
Well, that's what I want to know, because you're talking, you know, you do a lot with technology. Do these techniques that you talk about in the book and in general for business people and such apply to everyday life?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because again, we tend to react to things. I mean, when do people get burglar alarms? After getting robbed.
Yeah.
When does people start exercising? When the doctor says, hey, you're huge, you got to get up and walk around.
Yeah.
You know, gee, I never noticed, you know.
Yeah, or like you're going to have a heart attack.
Right, exactly. You know, yeah.
I want that doctor.
So we just react all the time, and what I want us to do is to take a little look and using the methodologies I talk about in the book, which is really easy.
Okay. Give us some examples so we can understand what you're talking about, because I think it's fascinating to think you can pre-solve problems before they happen. Well, is it about intuition?
Intuitive insight is good, but how do you know when to trust it?
Yeah.
And one of the things that I've done in the book is show you how to look at the difference between what I call hard trend certainties. These are the things we know will happen versus the ifs and maybes, the soft trends that might happen. And once you start determining what you can be certain about, just like we know after spring will be summer, and after 5G wireless, will that be it? No, you can even predict what will be next, 6G wireless.
Yeah.
So it's amazing.
We just won't even have to we're going to walk around, everything's just going to be charging at all times. So everything's wireless.
Well, exactly. So when you start looking at what you can be certain about, you can innovate, whether you're an entrepreneur or a Fortune 50 company, and with low risk. Because if it can be done, it will be done. If you don't do it, someone else will. Wouldn't you like to know it could be done? That's what I try to do in the book. As a matter of fact, that's why I'm giving everyone watching this show this book for free.
I love this. It's incredible.
We've never had anybody do that
before.
Well, hey, this is new things.
Okay,
right?
cool. So truthfully, every Morning Blend viewer...
They're going to get this book?
They're going to get a hardcover book for free. You know why? And I'm actually, every time you want to get one, I'm losing money. You know why? Because I believe in this so much.
Cool.
Well, look, we got to turn this around. If we're a nation of people that are just putting out fires after the fire erupts, solving problems with change accelerating, we're not going to be happy campers on this planet.
No.
And for this state of Wisconsin, we need to up our innovation game from everyone. So I want to awaken that innovation game. That brush you showed a few minutes ago, well, we've had brushes for years, but that's a better brush. Is that the ultimate brush? No, there'll always be a better brush. Why don't you out there create that new brush?
Yeah.
Why don't you create that new bicycle? Why don't you create that new thing instead of just wait and hope? because hope, of course, isn't a strategy.
Or just complain.
Or
That's
say,
what we
like,
do.
I had that same idea, you know, like things like that. But how can we beat artificial intelligence? How can we beat the machine? Because a big thing we've talked about on the show before, jobs that are not going to exist in 5 years are these things because of automation or whatnot. How do we stay employed and beat change in a way that makes us still useful? Is that one thing
excellent question. That's a really good one.
That might have been the best question you've ever asked.
That's an excellent question. All right,
so smart, isn't she?
There's two things here. First of all, we need to continually learn new things. There's an old saying, you can't teach old dogs new tricks. Good news is we aren't dogs.
Yeah.
You know what? We can learn new things. Secondly, there's an art and a science to every career. Teaching, doing what you do. There's an art and a science, right? And the technology.
Wait, there's a science to what we do?
And there's an art to it. You went to college for the science, but because you're really good, you learn the art. You know, if all healing was the same science, it wouldn't matter who your doctor is.
Right.
But it does because of the art part. So here's the point of AI. Artificial intelligence is getting really good at doing the science part. You know where humans shine? The art part. So creative problem solving, analysis, the human relationship. I mean, you know, we're connecting with each other right now. AI doesn't connect with humans very well.
Right, as much as we want Siri and Alexa to do it.
You're going to be hearing a band pretty soon, you know, and a robot that plays a guitar, it's not going to play a guitar like the person you're about to hear.
Yeah.
So my point is, AI's got its place. So let's take oncology and cancer. If you have cancer, Watson, the supercomputer, knows more about oncology than an oncologist. Now, do you want a doctor that has no connection with Watson?
Right, so
do
there's
you
got to
want
be
just
that marriage.
Watson? No. What do you want? You want a doctor that also has access to Watson. So it's together. One of the principles in the book is it's not an either-or world, either this or that. It's a both-and world. You bring them together in the right way.
We're out of time, Daniel. I feel like we could talk to you for like another 20 minutes. We don't get a chance to, but he's given away his book. Seriously, to all of you Morning Blend viewers, go to theaobook.com. Do they have to say they saw you in the Morning Blend?
They can do that or not. It doesn't matter, but because the only way you would know it is you saw it on the Morning Blend.
That's
so
true.
There you go.
There you go.
We already know that. I anticipated that.
There you go.
Anticipatory. So they go to your website, mention the Morning Blend, and you'll send them a book.
You don't even need to do that because I already know you've been to the Morning Blend.
He knows.
I like it.
He knows it all.
It's fantastic to meet you.
He's the wizard.
Thank you so much for
being here. A real pleasure.